Sacramento has earned their 5th consecutive postseason appearance with a draw on Sunday in Oklahoma City. Tonight, the Republic look to help secure a first-round home playoff match as they play host to the Portland Timbers FC2 at Papa Murphy's Park, brought to you by UC Davis Health. Scott Marshall along with Kevin Goldwaith. Both teams, Kevin, playing their best soccer of the year. Both teams have secured Western Conference playoff berths, but they want more. Tonight might determine who gets a first-round home playoff game.
Yeah, these two teams are neck and neck in the standings right now. Both teams playing really, really well. Last time these two teams met, I do believe it was a game that Sacramento probably wishes to forget, with T2 taking all 3 points. But I tell you what, today we got the A squad back in. We got Bijev back in the lineup. We got Mariasic back in the lineup. We got a lot on the line here tonight. Going to be a fun one, and I really believe if Sacramento wants to get all 3 points, they've got to take their game to Portland and make sure that they come out really, really strong.
All right, let's take a look at the Life Storage Western Conference standings entering today.
Yeah, you got these two teams, Sacramento and Portland, stacked up right next to each other. 1 point differential right now. And I tell you, a lot on the line. That 4th seed is so vital and so important for teams to come out and hopefully try to grab that last playoff spot. So there's a lot on the line for that home field spot.
Beautiful night at Papa Murphy's Park. Big game here. We'll come back with the starting lineups right here on My 58.
Everyone knows there's a science to listening to someone who can't even speak. Yet. At UC Davis Health, we understand this. That's why we make it a point to look closer.
Hi, little guy.
To find out more. We want to partner with you in your care. Learn more at choosehealth.ucdavis.edu.
Hey, it's Vince Bloom inviting you to the block party at the Lasher Used Car Supercenter. It's the Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Starting at Lasher's Elk Grove Dodge and going all the way around the block to Lasher's Elk Grove Volkswagen, we've got over 250 vehicles on the chopping block. Come on, block off some time and go to LasherAuto.com and search for cars as low as $77.77. The right car, right now. And save during the block party at the Lasher's Used Car Supercenter. Over 3,000 new and used cars are available at LasherAuto.com. The Used Car Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake an XL NY pizza topped with giant pepperoni and ground sausage on an extra large foldable New York style crust. Just $8. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
With Toyota Care no-cost maintenance and the most advanced standard safety features in its class, RAV4 is a safe and reliable way to get from A to B. Good thing, because in California, there's a whole lot to see. Wouldn't it be nice if the scenic route came with peace of mind? Right now, you can get $2,000 cash back on RAV4 or choose 0% APR for 60 months on RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota. Let's go, please.
Welcome back to Papa Murphy's Park. Scott Marsh, Kevin Goldwaith with you. So Republic get ready to take on the Portland Timbers 2. All right, time now for tonight's player matchup of the night. It's sponsored by Consolidated Communications. Our players to watch tonight, Kevin. First of all, let's look at the Republic.
First of all, let's look at our horse, our thoroughbred up top, Kamawasa. 14 goals on the season to date. Seems like whenever Kamawasa scores a goal, the Republic get 3 points. I think it's going to be a night that Sacramento's going to definitely be leaning on Owasa here tonight, and hopefully he comes out strong.
Yeah, Kawawasa's been great. As you said, 14 goals, 5 assists. He's been the offensive stalwart for the Republic. All right, now for Portland.
Foster Langsdorff, similarly, 14 goals this season. A guy that signed a homegrown contract this year, set all sorts of records in the Pac-12 with Stanford. Came out this season with high expectations, and he's answered them all. Wouldn't be surprised to see this guy get called up pretty soon, but somebody that you have to absolutely keep an eye on. And honestly, I think it's going to be an offensive matchup here tonight. And whoever scores a goal between these two players, whoever has more goals between these two players, probably going to get the 3 points here tonight.
All right, tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by U.S. Bank. Let's take a look at the Republic's starting lineup, Kevin.
Yeah, starting lineup, it's actually going to be a back four. Shannon Gomez, Emra, Tainter, and Horde in the back. Yuri, Jeremy Hall, Hayden Partain, kind of a triangle in that midfield with Bijev and Aliman out wide and Kamawasa up top. I think right now the midfield between Bijev, Partain, and Aliman is going to be absolutely vital for them to connect, to try to get up and play with Kamawasa and connect.
Yeah, 4 big attackers out on the pitch tonight for the Republic. All right, let's look at the starting 11 for the Timbers.
Farfan, Dispe, Smith in the back, obviously McIntosh in the back, Barmby, Zambrano, Jadama, Lewis. Great midfield, and obviously up top, Arboleda, Langsdorff, and Loria. Arboleda and Langsdorff, very good combination up top, and Sacramento's got to identify those guys quickly tonight.
Yep, that'll be a real key as we're ready for the kickoff for tonight's contest. Another sellout crowd here at Papa Murphy's Park. A big matchup tonight as Sacramento, they can't secure a first-round home playoff match with a win tonight, but they can get awfully close by doing so. As we are underway now, and Kevin, what are some of the Chevy keys to the match tonight?
Yeah, first of all, keys to the match. You got to start well. We got this back four, and I feel Simon's really going to want to take this game to Portland. But you got to stay patient at the same time. So if things aren't going well, stay patient, believe in yourself, and continue to stick to the game plan. And finally, stay compact. Make things difficult for T2. Don't allow gaps. Don't allow seams. Stay as a unit. Move as a unit. Breathe as a unit tonight. I think if they can do these 3 things, 3 points should be in the bag. Yep,
that are all very good keys tonight for the Republic. As for the UC Davis health injury report tonight, again for the Republic, Jaime Villarreal is out, that right foot that went under surgery. He is unavailable. Adam Moffat, also the MCL difficulty, he's out on the right leg. Neither of them will be available tonight for the Republic. Follow UC Davis Health for the latest news, events, photos, and health tips for your family. Find them on Twitter and Instagram at UC Davis Health. There'll be a throw in here for the Timbers. And again, second matchup of the year between these two teams. The Timbers winning the first one 2-0, but that was back in early May, and it's such a long season, Kevin. It almost seems like that game didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, this sort of game, I mean, these seasons, they ebb and flow. You got to get lucky in terms of when you're catching teams and when you're not catching teams. And Sacramento caught Portland on a hot streak their last match. But I think right now Sacramento's really starting to peak with the playoffs on the line. So tonight, also, I think Portland's probably doing the same thing, peaking on their end. It's just going to lead to, I think, a battle here tonight. A lot on the line in terms of playoff implications. So tough challenge there by Jeremy Hall in the middle of the pitch. Yeah, not a bad foul. Heavy touch to begin with, but professional in that slowing things down.
The team captain with the first foul of the night here. Just to augment your point, in the last 5 games, the Republic are 3-1-1. The T2, as they call the Timbers, are 3-1-1 as well in their last 5. So it shows the quality of how good they've been.
Heavy tackle right there.
And so that'll go.
Dispe, yeah, it looks like maybe studs up a little bit. I think we're already coming out here first couple minutes. A couple good challenges by both sides. I think, from what I'm seeing right now, both sides came to play here tonight.
Yeah, there's no feeling out process.
I know it's an interesting lead up to this game too, Scott, where I feel all afternoon and we got here, there's a different sort of energy and atmosphere here at Papa Murphy's Park, because there is a lot on the line here tonight with the playoff implications. You're playing a team that's right below you, 1 point differential on the table. And really, I think this game can kind of set the tone in terms of what those playoffs look like, whether you're at home or not. But I think it could potentially set the tone.
Yeah, just 3 regular season games remain for the Republic. They are home on Wednesday against Swope Park, and then they go take on the LA Galaxy 2 a week from tonight down in Los Angeles, finishing up with the Las Vegas Lights on October 13th. Republic with control of the ball as they work it on the front side now. And again, for their best attackers on the pitch tonight, it'll be interesting to see how they utilize them. They've only played together 20 minutes all season.
Yeah, interesting stat. We talked to Todd Donovan before the game. He said they're pretty excited about having all 4 of these guys. The gentleman who I'm referring to, you got Aliman, you got Kamawasa, Bijev, as well as Yuri Matiasic. Those are your powerhouse attacking players, and there's been injuries all season that haven't worked out for them to come out and play together, but it's kind of a double-edged sword in my opinion, Scott, where they haven't played a lot together, so there's a concern right there, but at the same time, these are your best players that have played together all season, whether it's all 4 at the same time or 2 at a time, whatever it is. So I think ultimately the pressure's on those guys to come out here and perform well.
Another foul will go against the Republic at midfield, as we're in the 4th minute of play here, just underway from Papa Murphy's Park. And now a counter here from the Republic. Awasa will work it over on the attack. Aliman into the box. Working his way, gives it off to Partain. Right footer's just wide of the far post, and our first series chance on goal.
That's a great little take from Partain. Just misses that far post. You know what I'm going to say, though? I want to see him find target, but I think there's a lot of good things happening here. Great step from midfield to allow this break. Great ball out wide by Kamawasa. Kevin Aliman trying to dip it on down to his left foot. Love to see him lay it back right there to Mariasic, but still finds Partain, and Partain's got a decent look. Just misses the goal. Good start for Sacramento. Would have loved to see that one creep in that far post.
Boy, Partain's been playing his best soccer of the year. He had that brace on the road and really has been aggressive offensively.
I tell you what, Partain's definitely done really well this last probably quarter of the season and really cemented himself. And I know the staff love what he's done. It's a great little build up here. Have a strike.
And Awasa on the attack again. Tries to lay it out, nobody home.
Just overthinking that a little bit, Cam is.
Yeah, they'll just kick it out of bounds. Sacramento showing a lot of life early on, as they are going into the Tower Bridge Battalion side here in the first half, and that'll always fire you up.
Absolutely. Fun way to go. Fun place to end up after you score a goal.
Sacramento again trying to look for a centering pass.
There's Awasa.
Oh, and the header, it's in! Awasa has scored, number 15 on the year. And just like that, the Republic have taken a 1-0 lead.
What a goal and what a run by Cam Awasa. I've been talking about it all season. I want to see Cam Awasa in the box on services. A great ball and a fantastic run, and even better finish. Just kisses it off that far post, Cam Awasa does. Wonderful build-up. Sacramento's got their foot on the gas right now. And we talked about our thoroughbreds, our strikers, who's going to come out here and perform right now. And Cam Awasa's looked really good. Watch this ball just whipped in as Elliot Horde patiently finds his separation, whips that ball with his right foot. Cam Awasa with a fantastic run. If you pull that out, Cam Awasa made a 20-yard run, just a straight beeline towards that near post, and is rewarded for it. Wonderful play by Sacramento, and I love seeing Cam Awasa making runs.
Boy, Cam Awasa, the local product out of Jesuit, with the goal there. And Elliot Horde, another guy who's playing his best soccer right now. So the Republic getting the early goal, go up 1-0 in the 6th minute of play.
A lot of game to be played, but still, Sacramento's been on the opposite end of this. On the other side of the table in terms of goals given up and conceded early in the first 5 minutes. So glad to see Sacramento on the other end. And Sacramento also should know that it's an attainable.
There's a lob in by the Timbers, and it'll be knocked out of bounds, but that will set up a corner kick for the T2 for Elliot Horde, his 2nd assist of the season.
I think Elliot's probably pretty unlucky not to have more assists. He's served a lot of good balls in the box this season and played really well on that right flank. But love seeing, if you could see that combination between Elliot Horde as well as Shannon Gomez, these guys connecting with Cam Awasa in the box. Soft.
The T2 elect to just chip it in, and it doesn't work as the Republic get the takeaway. Now Gomez trying to counter. But has the ball taken away, and now they're going to rule it's T2 as ball, and the crowd doesn't like that. The referee for tonight's contest is Michael Radchuk. The assistant referees, De Leona Kwan, Andrew Hanks. The 4th official is Tehran Odesmer. He'll control stoppage time on the sideline as we have an injured T2 player out on the pitch.
Yeah, you got Marvin Loria down. It's an awkward little challenge. I thought he went down a bit soft right here. Kind of gets caught up.
Didn't look like a lot.
No, it looks like he's looking for the contact and already going down before the contact's made, but maybe just a bit of a Charlie horse.
Loria has been one of their best midfielders. 6 goals, 7 assists. He's created 52 chances on the year. He's been one of their key players, Kevin.
I tell you what, this T2 team actually absolutely came out of nowhere this year. Struggled the last few seasons. Not necessarily basement dwellers in the West, but definitely not ever in contention for
their first time in the playoffs.
And they are absolutely a fun team to watch. You've got a couple strikers. I'm telling you this. Their striker, their big horse from Stanford, Langsdorff, is a threat right now, and I guarantee you, keep an eye on him. This is what's fun about USL, in my opinion, by the way. You get guys like Langsdorff coming in, getting a season. It'll be interesting to see how soon Gavin Wilkinson, the GM up in Portland, elects to bring him up to the first team. Is it next year? Does he want to give him one more year? He left Stanford a year or two early. But yeah, this Portland team's looked really, really fun and an enjoyable team to watch all season.
And it's interesting, the dynamic. We were talking about this earlier, but when you've got the T2, obviously they're feeding into the parent club, the Timbers, who are so successful up in the Portland market. How they play games at this level, it's a little different than the Republic, who isn't associated with somebody right now, right? I mean, they're still thinking above at the MLS. Yeah. Not that they don't want to win here, of course they do. But
it's a completely different dynamic with these MLS teams with their two sides, if you will. You know, different concept. You know, is it we're going to go out and try to win at all costs, or we're going to go out and try to develop?
Loria on the sideline, at least momentarily. He'll re-enter the pitch at the next opportunity. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2019. Place your deposit for the 2019 season ticket membership for just $50 per ticket and get priority to purchase your membership before they go on sale to the public. Go to sacrepublicfc.com/season tickets for information. We're now in the 11th minute of play here at Papa Murphy's Park. Sacramento with the 1-0 lead off the Cameron Awasa header into the net. Off the Elliott Horde pass, a beauty from the far side. Now Sacramento will look to kind of get some possession here.
Yeah, I tell you what, Portland, T2, they're playing a high line. Whenever I see a high line like this, I immediately think is your midfield. So your Bijevs, your Hayden Partains, your Yuri Maniosic's, like plays like this, you can get a delayed run.
Awasa in the box.
You can get a delayed run, and you got to find the channels, really, because that's a little bit too direct towards the goalkeeper is what I'm saying here. You got to find the corners a bit, but I think it leads to a lot of opportunities for your midfielders to make these delayed runs, come unmarked, untracked from the midfield, and might be able to spring one of these midfielders for a 1v1 sort of opportunity going up against the goalkeeper, McIntosh.
Yeah, McIntosh getting the start tonight for the T2. They've been alternating at goalkeeper, but for Sacramento, it's always been Josh Cohen. No doubt about it.
God, Cohen's been unreal this year. Has to be in the conversation, in my opinion, for the Golden Glove.
Yeah, he comes in with over 100 saves on the year.
Yeah, I think those, it's always difficult as that stat for the Golden Glove, the lowest goal percentage. You know, ultimately, you got to lean on your back four, your back three to be a big contributor in that. But I think if you look at the game-saving saves, I think Josh Cohen's had probably half a dozen of them. He could probably attribute many points that Sacramento's accumulated this year to Josh Cohen, whether he's making a save in the first minute, keeping his team in the game, or in the 92nd minute, keeping his team in the game. And always good at any club that wants to have success in a season or in a postseason, you have to have a goalkeeper that you can depend on and lean on to do that once or twice a game. Offside here. And Josh Cohen, I got utmost confidence in him. I'm sure Simon, his staff, and the rest of the team does as well.
Well, if you had to select one MVP at this point for the team, who would you select?
Loaded question.
I know,
Scott.
You got a loss on the offensive side. You got Cohen. BJ's been amazing,
I mean,
right?
Honestly, we're hyping up Cohen here a little bit, but I think he's got to be in the conversation. I mean, I've never seen in my time the amount of games, the amount of points, like I said, that you can attribute probably solely to Cohen by making a save in the last 5 minutes, either keeping his team in the game or keeping his team, you know, one up or keeping it a draw. And that's been massive. You've got a couple guys on the offensive, obviously, side of things with Cam Awasa scoring a whole bunch of goals, setting records here. So I look, you bookend it. You got Cam or you got Josh. I'm a defensive-minded guy, so I probably lean towards Josh. But that's not to say that Cam hasn't had a fantastic season.
It might be a co-MVP type year. And as I said, too, BJ's been incredible all season long, too.
Yeah, the team's a different team when BJ's in.
Other games in the USL that we'll be tracking, the Real Monarchs, who just seemingly can't win a game now, are taking on the Colorado Switchbacks. The Reno 1868, who are still in contention for a first-round home playoff match, take Tulsa on. The Phoenix Rising, who are ahead of Sacramento in the schedule, taking on St. Louis in Orange County versus Swope Park, who comes in on Wednesdays. We have a shot wide of the net.
Oh, that's unlucky right there. You got the linesman singling goal kick. I have no idea how that happens. Great defending by Mitchell Tainer, by the way. You're going 1v1 against their big thoroughbred up top, Langsdorff. And Tainer does a great job working his feet, moving his feet, doesn't dive in, is patient. Ends up deflecting it out for what should have been a corner.
Sacramento gets the benefit of that call. Langsdorff, he's not real big, just 5'10", 165, but certainly dominant up front.
Really strong, though. uses his body well, kind of similar to Cam, where he's not 6'3", 6'4", pushing 200 pounds, but these guys are both a low center of gravity, hard to push off the ball, and can spin off you as if it's a center back. You always got to look at that. You don't want to overcommit to these guys because they use their body weight so well.
Yeah, Cam just 5'10", 180. It's not the size that matters, as these two have proven they are bona fide scorers at this level, and maybe someday at a higher level. As we're now in the 15th minute of play, Sacramento again leading Portland 1-0. Mitch Tainer, he's been great on the back line for the Republic too, and who move it up into the front side.
And this is what he does really well, the distribution out of the back, which kind of goes unsung. Good ball.
Ball down the line for Bijev, centers it, it's over Aliman. Sacramento works it out of the box, Horde with it. Kicks it back for Aliman, dumps to Mariasic. They tried the give and go, but the Timbers able to break that one up and now just chip it towards midfield.
Great pressure by Sacramento to force T2 to just clear the ball, and Sacramento keeps possession. But even good build-up play. I like that job by Bijev going down the left flank, serving the ball. And who's on the back post? You got your other winger, Kevin Aliman, crashing that back post, albeit a little bit late, but still love having him there to retain possession and still try to play a little combination with Mariasic.
Yeah, for Aliman, he's only been able to play 14 games this year. He started off injured for a good part of the start of the year, but boy, you can see the difference with him out on the pitch.
Yeah.
As that ball goes wide, and Portland will get it back. Well, you talk about great soccer environments, and Portland certainly has it with the Timbers. Sacramento here. We know what's going on in Seattle. The West Coast has become such a just beehive for great soccer.
So we go down south too, as well, down to LAFC, what they're doing, what kind of fans they're drawing. Rabid fans to chance here. But yeah, it's West Coast. You even go into Vancouver, right?
Yep.
Going to Canada, get that Cascadia Cup rivalry between those three teams, Seattle, Portland, and Vancouver.
Absolutely. Bijev gets it on the run. Will look to attack. Bijev across the line, deflected, gets it back. Works around on the box shot, just wide of the near post, but Bijev showing all his creativity right there.
That's where he's so good 1v1 going at people. Does a great job getting up that left flank, stays with the play. Not really too many runs in the box, so I can't necessarily fault Bijev. We'll get another look at this. See Bijev continue to follow this ball towards the net, picks it up, and this is where he excels right here, Scott. 1v1, got guys diving in. No real runners. Mariasic just putting his hands up, but he's not doing anything. Make a run if you're going to put your hands up.
Dispe cleats and cement right there. Bijev almost had the second goal.
Yeah, maybe Bijev's being a bit selfish right there, but I tell you what, have at it, kid. You earned it.
Ball on line, but Tainter able to get it back to Cohen. And Bijev, he's the one player, he played for the Timbers.
Yes, ultimately,
for a while.
Ultimately familiar with these guys.
Yep. Portland trying to get an equalizer back here in the first half of play.
That's an interesting storyline too that we haven't touched on yet with Bijev. Maybe there's a bit more reason to play well here tonight.
A little chip on the shoulder, a little fuel to the fire.
Absolutely.
Feeling overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, so let's see how he kind of plays here tonight, see what kind of fight he has. Typically a pretty level-headed player, but seems he's buzzing around here in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, coming back and deflecting that at midfield. Nice spin move by Zambrano. He'll kick it out far side. Timbers looking to cross here. They work it across the box. And now a shot on goal. And Cohen right there to catch it in his midsection. That was a pretty good look, though.
Yeah, good look. Josh Cohen, welcome to the game. Got a good ball, looks like from Jack Barmby on that right foot.
Barmby, the midfielder out of England, signed by the Timbers back in January of 17. So we'll have a foul now against the T2.
Okay, you see Cam Knowles down there, doesn't necessarily agree with the call. T2's head coach.
Has something in common with Simon Elliott.
The Kiwis. You got two Kiwis down here managing these two teams. And Cam and Simon know each other pretty well. played against each other quite a bit. Let's see who has the better managing chops between the two here tonight.
Cameron Knowles was a player on this T2 squad for a few years before getting over on the coaching side of things. Ball thrown down the line. And here come the Timbers in the box with Josh Cohen there. Harmless opportunity that time.
Loria looking for something.
Now a quick attack the other way, but nobody home. Cohen booted it the other way. Every match is better with a group. Get 15 or more friends, family members, or colleagues and get tickets as low as $12 with exclusive experiences for your next match. For details, visit sacrepublicfc.com/group tickets. 20th minute here, Sacramento with the 1-0 lead. The Awasa goal in the 6th minute of play has put them on top. And what's a pivotal matchup in the Western Conference here. If Sacramento could win this game, it will do a lot of good towards getting them that first-round home playoff match. Nice takeaway there by Mariasic. Pace seemingly slowed down a little bit since the first several minutes by the Republic.
Not sure about that. Maybe a little late challenge there from Aliman. Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, typical sort of game here where I think we talked about being a different buzz, different energy. These games, players are typically a little excited that first 10 minutes. Things settle down once you get a couple touches, get a couple tackles in. And that's what I see the game doing, just settling down right now.
And obviously the Republic got off to the great start after what was kind of a lackluster effort against OKC on the road.
Yeah, not a very traditional game.
That was kind of a ring around the posy going
right,
on
man.
over there. Almost like a bat spin. The Republic coming up with it. Great crowd is always on hand tonight at Pablo Murphy's Park. Tower Bridge Battalion in full force. Dispay, challenged by Bijev. Throws it down the line and we'll have a foul on the backside.
Maybe a little contact probably from Bijev. But like the fight right there from your winger.
Interesting note, team history for the Timbers. Who has the record for most fouls in a game?
Oh, interesting.
It
Are you asking me who is?
It would be Bijev. It is 7.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Little feisty Bijev.
He is.
I only focus on his offensive attributes.
Yep. He did have to sit out a game earlier in the year because of too many cautions. But you like that intensity. Wouldn't trade it. It's the 9th all-time meeting between these two teams. If you're wondering how they've done the previous 8, well, they've split them 4-4. Sacramento is 2-1 on the home pitch, 2-3 away in Portland. You know what, we could be looking at a playoff preview too. I mean, there's a great chance these two teams could lock up again in the postseason.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can happen in the next couple weeks as the season's winding down. But I mean, I think there's a really good chance of these two teams to finding themselves back here in a couple weeks, back at Papa Murphy's Park, hopefully for Sacramento's sake.
Yep. Sacramento's so good inside the friendly confines of Papa Murphy's Park. 7-2-5 on the year as Cohen makes the easy catch on the cross. 37-14-17 overall record here at Papa Murphy's Park. And it's interesting, the Timbers, their first time in the playoffs for the Republic, their 5th time in 5 years.
Pretty good record.
Yep, that works. Sacramento looking to attack now as Awasa throws it out. Republic will settle on the front side, now work it back around. Partain with the fluorescent green cleats. Now over the hall. The team captain gets it here to Mariasic, and now the Republic find a seam. Mariasic throws it out. Aliman, the left footer, the cross. Bijev is there, the header, and what a save by McIntosh. Oh, for certain that was going in. Just an incredible save by McIntosh.
Lucky for Bijev.
And now a foul against Bijev. Let's take a look at that. What an incredible save by Kendall McIntosh.
Great job by Kevin Aliman. Even better job by Matty Osic to get it out to Aliman. Great ball floated in. And look at that movement right there from Bijev. Just a little bit of a swing move to get past the defender, Smith, I believe.
Just a stab dive by McIntosh.
McIntosh showing his athleticism right
yeah,
there, getting down
sure
to his left.
did.
Really good save. But great job by Bijev. Little cheeky play.
So the Republic, we touched on it, but 4 attackers on the field, and even though they've only been together for 20 minutes, you start thinking what would it have been like if they could have had this the whole year?
Absolutely. You start to think, too, if you're Simon and Todd Donovan, you're thinking, man, if these guys can stay healthy, they're going to connect, they're going to combine. Just a matter of keeping these guys on the pitch together here, and this is a great time to see this pairing start, because really, you know, no other team in the conference, in the Western Conference, has seen Sacramento at this strength right now. So I think if they can figure this out and stay healthy and stay on the pitch, there's going to be a lot of defensive units that Sacramento face that'll be spinning around in circles.
Crossing pass deflected by Gomez, controlled by Port. Loria.
Great ball.
Kick it out, far side, and now a centering pass into the box. Broken up. Kicked out of harm's way.
Again, just lashing at it. You don't need to swing so hard.
Clemente playing his 10th game since coming back to the Republic. And what impact do you think that has had with Emra back?
I think Emra's got a big impact on this team, especially in the back line. They had a lot of injuries and a lot of shuffling kind of going back and forth. But not only his play, but also I think his presence in the locker room, his presence on the field, his experience here in Sacramento, his relationship with the fans, I think it's been really, really good for the back four and for the whole squad for that matter. Great little touch by Aliman down that right side.
Aliman with the left footer again, trying to slice it through to Bijev. Couldn't.
I love that look. I love that run from Bijev. I love seeing those guys trying to connect.
Gomez moving up, but he can't control the pass.
It's unlucky.
From Partey. Sacramento's certainly been the aggressor so far in this first half. Throw in for the Timbers here. It's Nathan Smith. We'll throw it in for the T2. Sacramento will have it back now. Ball headed down the line by Mariasic. Bijev trying to keep it alive, can't. And it just seems like the midsection of the field just being owned by Sacramento right now, Kevin.
Like Jeremy Hall, you know.
Yeah.
It's a great first touch, and then just sees the pressure, finds some wickets. But yeah, a lot of balls bouncing around that middle of the pitch. Big gap right here for Portland to try to expose.
Sacramento able to break it up again.
And that's where you don't want to see Sacramento in that position with the ball blocked in the box. You don't want to have these guys 30, 40 yards out in front of your goal, running right at your back four with 2 midfielders chasing, trying to catch up. That's that gap that's so dangerous for teams to exploit if they can. I think that's really another area of the pitch here that's going to be really important tonight and where the game's going to be won.
Bijev with it into the box, a blast with the right foot, but caught on a skip by McIntosh.
I would have taken something really special from that angle to beat McIntosh, but why not? Bijev, have a go. Get yourself in a good spot, test him.
Never.
Deadly square ball. That's the square ball you don't want to see if you're Cameron Knowles in the final third. So easy for guys to step and intercept those passes.
Gomez controls for the Republic into the 29th minute now. The Republic leading 1-0. Again, it was Kamawasa in the 6th minute of the game with the header off the brilliant pass from Elliott Horde, giving the Old Glory Red a 1-0 lead. Sacramento back in action here on Wednesday as well, as they will play host to the Swope Park Rangers. The Rangers are in contention too. They're in the top 8 right now in the Western Conference. They're trying to work their way up as well. So another important game for the Republic on Wednesday, 7:30 kick here at Papa Murphy's Park. Get your tickets, sacrepublicfc.com. Controlling is Andre Lewis for the T2. Working near side over to Smith. A little flip pass did not work. Sacramento has it back. Cohen really has not been challenged at all so far in this game.
Yeah, maybe a half chance earlier. Ball right into Cohen's chest.
Beautiful fall night out here at Papa Murphy's Park. Breeze slight, but not really having any impact on the match. As Cohen will send it over far side, and now Sacramento looking to counter here.
It's a good job. Sacramento had the pressure coming from T2, and were able to break it nicely and retain possession and chew up that field in front of them, get in the final third.
Forward over Aliman.
It's well done by Iwasa. Ball zipped in.
Gets it back to Mariasic. He'll look to go back to Hort. Now gets it back. Trying to work it into the box.
This is where you need to stay patient, Scott. Don't force anything. Move the ball back. Find some seams. Find some gaps. Get it to the other side if you need to.
Tainer across the midfield line. We'll work it down the line for Gomez. Now the BJ, but he can't control.
Well done by Tainer. Picking up second balls.
To the box, Iwasa couldn't get it. Aliman there. Now Iwasa almost got his right foot on it. Broke it up at the very last moment.
Second balls again. Unlucky.
And that's going to be a foul against Bijev.
It's unlucky by Bijev. It's definitely, I think, a foul there. Looks like Barnaby's coming through. Bijev sticks out his left leg, but still, I mean, the pressure's there by Sacramento. This is when they're the best, or they're at their best, is when these balls get played out and Sacramento's buzzing to get a hold of it quickly when it bounces out from the final third. Pick up that second ball quickly, move it, and go again. Really, really hard to defend that. So your T2, if you're a defender in that back four, I mean, it's just a constant wave of pressure coming at you. Can't take a break, and as soon as you do take a break, whether you tune out mentally or whatever it is, it's when you get punished.
Yeah, Kendall McIntosh has been under all sorts of duress in the first half of this game. A couple of terrific saves, preventing it from being more than a 1-0 game as it stands right now.
It's a great run.
Partain down the line, Gomez onside. Oh, nope, the flag is out.
Delayed.
Just as I said it.
Yeah, I mean, delayed flag. Not sure why the linesman took that long to pull the flag up. But still, that's the run I talked about, Scott, where you got this high line of pressure from T2, and it's these delayed runs from guys like Shannon Gomez or Bijev or Mariasic or Jeremy Hall or Partain for that matter. It's so hard to track those guys, and it's easy as a midfielder or even a striker to just let that run go and not communicate to your back four.
When you have that many people capable of doing that, it's almost impossible.
And that's the run. That's that delayed run and a great feed from Partain. Maybe just a hair late if I'm being really, really particular by Partain. But still, great weight on that pass, and love seeing that connection. And I think there's probably going to be an opportunity or two for Sacramento tonight if they continue to do that, to test McIntosh and get in 1v1.
At midfield with it is Loria. Bijev almost able to take it away. Timbers control. Horde on the defense. Crossing pass deflected by Horde. It'll roll over the goal line, and we'll have a corner kick for the T2. It'll be their second corner of the night.
Man, I'm just watching Langsdorf's movement in the box as that ball's out wide. I think Farfan had the ball at his feet, and you got Langsdorf just buzzing, popping in and out, getting on the 6, going back to the penalty spot, little 5-yard shifts here and there. Great movement in the box for a striker, and really hard for center backs to stay in tune. And
it'll be Loria with the kick. Into the box, right footer on, and what a save by Cohen. A diving save, preventing an equalizer. A blast off the right foot.
I tell you what, Scott, not only was that a good save, it's a great job holding this ball. He's got two T2 players right in front of him. If he tries to parry that wide, you got Arboleda right in front of him. Does a great job holding on that ball, Josh Cohen does.
As Andre Lewis with the kick, Republic quickly countering the other way. Oliwan has it taken away.
Great job by Marmy, he gets it back.
They'll just flip it out for Horde. Lofts it in the air, kind of like a 9-iron that time, and BJF couldn't get it. Portland now trying to get a counter going of their own. Zambrano. Throw it middle of the field. Now brought out for Smith. Gloria, the lefty. Gets it back to Lewis.
Great step. Lucky.
Timbers have all their guys across the midfield line. As Lewis now throws it back. 36th minute now. Sacramento leading 1-0. Portland with a lot of touches on this possession. Working at both sides of the field. Trying to find a little seam in the Republic defense. Ball thrown into the box, deflected out by Tainer, tracked down by Gomez, and it'll be a throw-in instead of a corner kick. Good hustle by Gomez. Jadama tried to work it in, but the Republic able to take it away. And here they come now. They throw it down for Awasa, but broken up by Jadama. Good recovery. Jadama will continue his attack, and another penalty, or another foul, excuse me, on Bijev. He might break the Republic record.
I tell you what, now that you've said this, it's like I can't stop paying attention. Bijev's fouling everybody.
Exactly. No yellows issued so far.
You're getting some persistent infringement here soon. See, he's grabbing. I mean, there's a bit of contact, but you know, no worries whatsoever. Maybe a bad part to concede a foul of the pitch at least, but I love the feistiness from Bijev. Not making anything easy for T2.
Bijev making his 26th start tonight. Has 4 goals, 5 assists on the season. As the set piece thrown left side of the box, headed out now. Good defense.
Great defending there. Just Elliot Horde working his feet, not diving in. It's so hard if you're a striker. If you're playing against a defender that just works his feet, doesn't dive in. As soon as you start diving in, it becomes easy for strikers to find little holes and places to move and wiggle around you. But if you just work your feet, stand them up, be patient. That's what defending is in this game, just being patient and standing people up.
Horde, another guy who's been injured throughout the year, healthy now, playing in his 14th game. And it's great to see the Republic so healthy. I mean, Villarreal and Moffat are out, but for the most part, this team's really healthy as they make the playoff run.
Yeah, you're going to have a couple injuries throughout the course of the year. Really unlucky. Chance for T2 to break here.
Smith has it near side, throws it across.
Good defending. Good defending by Sacramento. A bit of pressure that T2's been applying here the last probably 5 minutes or so. I think Sacramento's done a good job of weathering things and need to stay compact here. We got about 7 minutes left in this half, Scott, and this is really where you win games. Finishing halves, finishing out the second half, and not conceding. It's the easiest time to tune out because you're so tired.
If there's been one critique of this team at home, it's they've had leads early on and they haven't been able to hold some of them.
Exactly, and this is, I think, these moments in the game, I think, in my opinion, these are where good teams excel. And Sacramento's got room to improve in that category, in my opinion, in terms of their last 5 minutes of the first half and the second half. But all that matters now, doesn't matter stats, doesn't matter data. make a run of this. Good ball.
Partain throws over to Bijev on line. Not offsides. Bijev now into the box. Left footer across the line. Couldn't get to Awasa. Broken up nicely by Lewis.
Not the best effort there from Bijev. That's where you want him. 1v1, going at somebody, going out the outside back. Just can't get a good service in the box.
Portland with it at midfield. Now they'll bring it to Smith. Portland 3-1-1 in their last 5. The Republic 3-1-1 in their last 5. Again, the Republic currently in 4th place in the Western Conference standings. That would give them a first-round home match. But they're only 1 point ahead of this Portland Timbers team, who would also very much like to play at home. So big match here. So far, the Republic have had the best of the T2. Republic with it at midfield. They'll throw it back now to Cohen. Nice header thrown down, but controlled by the Timbers. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have some USL news that we'll discuss, but some big news during the week, Kevin.
Yeah, big news. USL, I mean, look at the growth that they've had in the last 3 or 4 years.
It's been incredible, hasn't it?
Absolutely unreal.
Timbers looking to get something going offensively. Smith controls. Bijev challenges. Loria, he'll just spin it back out. And Lewis now at midfield. Lewis directs it far side. Pass a little too strong, but
Well done by Farfan over
yeah, great skill to keep it in bounds. But now even better skill by Elliott Horde there to take it away.
Absolutely.
.42nd minute of play here. Sac leading 1-0 over Portland. I don't think we'll have a lot of stoppage time.
Probably not.
With that one early injury to Loria, that's about it. It's been a pretty clean first half. Portland now with a chance. Midfield with it, Zambrano, but
Let him have that all day.
yep.
Take a worldie to beat Josh Cohen from there.
It's interesting. Portland's got their shot tracker for their goals. They've only scored 6 goals out of the box all season long. And that's probably true of most USL teams.
Probably pretty standard, maybe a little bit light in my opinion.
Just shows you they're not scoring on a ton of set pieces. Outside the 18 anyways. Cohen with the boot. Fight for control. And Sacramento will come up with it. Mariasic has it. Mariasic's pass taken away by Dispe. And now Lewis.
That's a moment you got to keep the ball if you're Sacramento, because now you got T2 running right down your throat.
Clemente there to stop it, however.
So let's see if Sac can possess it.
There's the counter, the flip to Bijev, broken up by Dispe.
Got to keep the ball here last couple minutes of this half.
As you said, important to close strong.
Great chance.
And here comes Bijev one-on-one. Comes back left side, dumps it off to Awasa in the box. Contact, but a foul will be called against Awasa.
Wrong decision if you're Bijev. Just getting a little bit too cute. You've got Aliman out on the right side. It's a great little step, a bad giveaway from Smith. Bijev right now, give it out right. Cam. I think Cam's even just maybe a little bit too lackadaisical. You got to make that run with conviction. If you want that ball, you got to get on your horse, make the run, let him know you want it. I'll tell you what, for giving away that ball, Smith, it was a great job, Nathan Smith, getting back.
Yeah, great hustle.
Saving himself. Some embarrassment on highlight day.
Yep. So we're now in the 45th minute of play. We'll see what the stoppage time will look like. There's a foul against the T2. He certainly has slowed down since a frenzy at the beginning of this game by Sacramento.
That's what you want if you're Sacramento. You want to be able to take the pace, take the sting out of this game.
2 minutes. 2 minutes to stop it.
Zambrano gives out to Smith. Works at the Arboleta. Has it taken away, though, by BJ. 2 minutes of stoppage time, the indication. These extra minutes of stoppage time are brought to you by Rayleigh's Something Extra Rewards program. Earn points every time you shop. As the ball into the box, headed out by Sacramento. Sign up today at Rayleighs.com. Awasa now controlling for the Republic. Tripped up. We may have our first card of the half, perhaps.
That is a great job by Cam Awasa, doing his job as a striker, doing the dirty work, holding the ball up, spinning out, and earning a foul here. Big, big effort there by your striker to kind of finish this half out. You know, this is going to burn 45 seconds off the clock. All you want to do is for Sacramento is get out of this half unscathed, and Cam does a great job of helping his team do that.
So Michael Radchuk, again, not taking out the card. We have not seen one in the first 45 minutes of play. Sacramento now with the possession. Tinter, the defender who can go out on offense, gets it out to Gomez. Maybe the last attack of the first half for the Republic. Bijev to Awasa inside the box. Tried to give and go to Bijev. Broken up. Mariasic there to Aliman. Looking for space, kicks it out Horde. He'll chip it into the box. Awasa the header, it's over the crossbar.
That's good effort by Sacramento. Unfortunate, that's the chance they end up taking. I think it's a good opportunity for Cam to have a strike, maybe even to Kevin Aliman to have a strike on his left foot. But still, good job by Sacramento putting pressure here and finishing this half strong.
McIntosh in no hurry to let this one go. He knows the whistles are coming, and they do. An excellent first half for Sacramento as they go into the locker room leading 1-0. You gotta love what they did here in the first half here, Kevin.
I tell you what, so far it's a great way. The most important thing is how they started and how they finished. Obviously, first 10 minutes was really important. Sacramento goes out, gets a goal, and finishes this half really well, going in, keeping that result, or keeping the score 1-0.
Sacramento 1, Portland 0. Halftime report coming next right here on My 58.
Everyone knows there's a science to listening to someone who can't even speak. Yet, at UC Davis Health, we understand this. That's why we make it a point to look closer.
Hi, little guy.
To find out more. We want to partner with you in your care. Learn more at choosehealth.ucdavis.edu.
Hey, it's Vince Bloom inviting you to the block party at the Lasher Used Car Super Center. It's the Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Starting at Lasher's Oak Grove Dodge and going all the way around the block to Lasher's Oak Grove Volkswagen, we've got over 250 vehicles on the chopping block. Come on, block off some time and go to LasherAuto.com and search for cars as low as $77.77.
The right car, right now.
And save during the block party at the Lasher's Used Car Super Center. Over 3,000 new and used cars are available at LasherAuto.com. The Used Car Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
Every day, there are millions of stories, but the most important are the stories that impact you. Whether it's keeping your family safe,
these are the areas under a high alert because we're
understanding changes to your world,
and it could end up costing taxpayers more money, thousands,
or figuring out what the future holds.
It just may be bringing new jobs to Sacramento.
At 10 o'clock, we take more time to focus on the details that impact you most. KCRA 3 News at 10 on My 58, where the news comes first.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake an XL NY pizza topped with giant pepperoni and ground sausage on an extra large foldable New York style crust. Just $8. Papa Murphy.
Sacramento with the 1-0 lead here at halftime, courtesy of the Cameron Owasa goal in the 6th minute, giving them the lead. Well, as the regular season starts to wind down, it's always good to check in and make sure your team is together and everyone is pulling in the right direction. Recently, the Republic did just that as they took some time away from the field in dry land for a whitewater rafting excursion.
Today we are touring Durst Organic Growers. They're going to show us how they operate here, how they do the packaging and the growing, and I think we're going to help them out a little bit.
So they provide a lot of organic produce for Rayleighs, which helps provide fresh local produce from right here to the Sacramento area. Wow, it's really good.
To put it in a nutshell, the farm to fork means it's close, it's local, and it's sometimes minutes or hours away from the field to the table.
The faster it's in my mouth, the better.
After being out here, they're going to understand a little better what went into bringing that fresh fruit to them. Hopefully be the link from the farm to the community.
I think most people don't give a second thought to where that produce comes from, so to taste it fresh from the vine, it definitely makes a big difference. It's just been a great experience overall. Oh, that's really sweet.
Another great crowd out here at Papa Murphy's Park, enjoying the halftime festivities as the Republic leading the Timbers to 1-0. Well, Tuesday was a historic day for soccer in North America as the United Soccer League unveiled a new brand identity and streamlined structure that will see the USL Championship, USL League One, and USL League Two become a prominent part of the North American soccer landscape for the 2019 season. As you can look up there, Kevin, amazing what's going on with the USL's evolution.
It's amazing. I mean, you talk about 5 years ago, was this even possible? I think everyone was even thinking, Sacramento was this worth our energy and time? And absolutely blew up. And I think every city that's since joined the USL, it's been like the wild, wild west of soccer, in my opinion, where cities are coming out of the woodwork. But now we're kind of like streamlining things, making it more clean, making it more efficient, making it more official, exactly what this tier and these tables look like. And I think it's a great call by USL to delineate this and define what this league looks like a little better. So it's going to be hopefully set the tone and set the pace for the next 5 to 10 years of some good soccer. I can only imagine what's going to happen in the next decade of the USL with what we've seen in the last 5 years here. For more information about the USL's evolution, you can visit uslsoccer.com. All right, let's look at the USL Team of the Week for Week 28. These are always interesting ones on how these guys choose who's on the team of the week, who's not on the team of the week, but we've seen some Sacramento players on it in the past, and once again, we've got one of our players, Hayden Partain, anchoring that midfield coming off the brace last week, and we talked about it, I think, a week or so ago. Partain's been playing so well, and we're finally seeing him get on the end of the score sheet, whether it's goals and assists, and I think that's the one part of Hayden's game that I'd like to see him do a little better, and he's doing that right now. Every other aspect of this game is really, really solid. So great to see Hayden get rewarded for his efforts last week.
Yeah, he's healthy and he's playing well. All right, when we come back, we're going to have some halftime highlights and staff. The crowd enjoying themselves as the Republic lead the Timbers here at Papa Murphy's Park on My 58.
Hey, it's Vince Bloom inviting you to the block party at the Lasher Used Car Supercenter. It's the Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Starting at Lasher's Oak Grove Dodge and going all the way around the block to Lasher's Oak Grove Volkswagen, we've got over 250 vehicles on the chopping block. Come on, block off some time and go to LasherAuto.com and search for cars as low as $77.77.
The right car, right now.
And save during the block party at the Lasher's Used Car Supercenter. Over 3,000 new and used cars are available at LasherAuto.com. The Used Car Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
At U.S. Bank, we believe one small change can echo throughout an entire community. That's why we proudly support, invest, and volunteer in communities like yours. Because the changes we make today
Can you hear me?
shape the possibilities of tomorrow. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Hey guys, today we're here to talk about trucks.
I love trucks.
What the heck is that? Well, what truck brand comes from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road?
I think it's a Chevy.
Ford.
Is it Ford? Nope, it's not Ford.
I think it's Ram.
Is it Ram? Not Ram.
It's
Chevy.
That's right. From the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road.
Gorgeous. Chevy hit it out of the ballpark with these.
With Toyota Care no-cost maintenance and the most advanced standard safety features in its class, RAV4 is a safe and reliable way to get from A to B. Good thing, because in California, there's a whole lot to see. Wouldn't it be nice if the scenic route came with peace of mind? Right now, you can get $2,000 cash back on RAV4 or choose 0% APR for 60 months on RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
Scott Marsh, Kevin Goldthwait with you at halftime. Sacramento leading Portland 1-0. It's time now to look at the first half highlights brought to you by NorCal Honda.
Yeah, a great first half for Sacramento, like we talked about earlier. Came out strong on their front foot on the gas. We see the first opportunity here with Hayden Partain streaking down that left side, connecting nicely. Take a look right here. Kevin Aliman does a great job. Finds Partain. Partain, great touch. Good first touch. Gets his head up at a good straight. Just misses that far post. As you get another look at this right now, but Hayden does a great job. Watch this first touch. Perfectly weighted. Sets up perfect. Step in a strike and just misses that far post. Good effort. Great way to start it for Sacramento.
Absolutely. You got the feeling the way they started, something good was going to happen, and sure enough, it did early on.
Absolutely. Look at this play right here. Great job. You get a good effort here. Elliott Horde just gets enough room. All he needs, Kamawasa streaking in there, and a great header. McIntosh has no chances. That just kisses off that far post. And I want to say it again, fantastic run by Kamawasa. Love seeing him connect with his wingers. And want to see more of that as the season ends. Look at that finish.
And what
McIntosh has no chance.
Oh, McIntosh had absolutely no chance there. And then from there, Sacramento, other opportunities. Bijev here with a great piece of skill. Almost got the second goal.
Yeah, that final effort just lets him down a little bit, but a good job, Bijev, getting up that left side. This is where he's so dangerous. And a great little dip of the shoulder. And this last little opportunity here. With a good effort there by Bijev, and a wonderful save by McIntosh. But once again, you're seeing that right side. Some good services coming in for Sacramento, but Bijev, just that little shifty move around Smith.
Incredible save by McIntosh as we see Josh Cohen now challenged.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of those saves too. It's not going to show up on the score sheet as anything special other than a save, but it's a great effort to hold onto that ball and not let a guy like Arboleda tap it in, have a little follow-up.
Now we take a look at the Lashers Elk Grove Subaru halftime stats.
Yeah, pretty evenly matched here in terms of possession, shots. Obviously no cautions or red cards yet offside, all similar. At the end of the day, the one stat that matters, we say it all the time, is goals. Sacramento's got one. I think they've had the majority of the better chances as well. Portland, in my opinion, didn't have any real chances, maybe a half chance with a shot. With Josh Cohen make 1 or 2 saves in this half, but evenly matched. But let's see how these guys come out in the second half.
Yeah, it was really the difference in the first 5-6 minutes of the contest that got Sacramento the lead.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at the Western Health Advantage remaining schedule for the Sacramento Republic. October 3rd, Swope Park comes in. That's a big game on Wednesday night before they travel to LA a week from tonight. They finish out at home against Las Vegas 2 weeks from tonight. Obviously, the regular schedule's wrapping up quickly.
Yeah, wrapping up. Here we go. We got a busy week this week for Sacramento. Game tonight, game Wednesday, game Saturday again. And then obviously what you see there, the final home game against Las Vegas. But I tell you what, really important stretch, and I have a good feeling about where these guys are, the Republic, at least in terms of their form right now, playing really well. But like I said, once again, the second half I think is going to be really important. That's going to set the tone for the rest of the season for Sacramento.
Yeah, you want to peak at the right time, and Sacramento certainly seems to be doing that. And we touched on the lineup tonight with all the attackers out there, and they have really seemed to have great chemistry. And there you look at Tainter and Horde. The defense has been certainly great as well, too.
Yeah, great job by, I think, that first half of those attacking players. And if we let's take a quick peek at these keys to the Chevy keys to the game. So far, so good. Let's the first one here. The first one, Scott, start well. Yeah. So I think they started pretty well first 10 minutes, got the goal. I definitely think that these guys, Republic, stayed patient, didn't get frustrated. There's a couple times where I thought that they typically would try to force passes. But this first half, they did a great job of being patient and stayed compact. I think they could probably do a little bit better if I'm being pretty critical, which I am right now. I think there's been a couple times where that gap between Jeremy Hall and Hayden Partain and then your back four, especially your two center backs, is too big. And T2s found themselves running at the back four with Jeremy Hall and Hayden Partain chasing the ball. You never want to see that. You want to see those guys be that line of defense to protect your back four. So maybe they could be a little bit more compact in the second half. And if they can do so, I tell you what, it's going to be probably going to be a good result for Sacramento if they can be compact and hopefully not concede.
Absolutely. It's almost like you went in and did the pregame speech with those keys to the players, because I think they executed pretty well on that.
Yeah, I can manage this team so easily.
No, there's no question about it.
No, I think they did a great job. These are the things we always talk about too, Scott. It's, you know, you got to start well, you got to finish well, and also, you know, try not to concede. It's a pretty simple game when you really boil it down to that. But I think finally we see Sacramento start well and finish at half well. Been on the wrong side of that stick for a long time, or many times this season, more times than what we saw here tonight. So tell you what, it's a great part of the season to see your team do well, to start a half well and finish a half well, and let's see what they can do in the second half.
Yep, as we always say, though, it's 90 minutes of soccer, right? Got to get it done for 2 halves.
It's a new game. I mean, it's you know, everyone goes in, you regroup, you get yourself freshened up a little bit, you get some tactics. Let's see if Cam Knowles can kind of figure out, you know, the keys to Simon Elliott's lock.
And it'll be interesting to see what kind of substitutions we might see in the second half employed by both coaches, as well as the second half underway with the Republic leading 1-0. Both teams still have their same starting 11 on the pitch as we have an early foul against Sacramento. Again, there's been no cards issued in this game so far, so it's been a well-played, clean contest. It's getting up a little gimpy is Zambrano.
Gingerly.
That'll set up the free kick at midfield. We'll see how aggressive Portland is in the early stages of the second half, down a goal.
Yeah, I really think these first 10 minutes too, Scott, are going to be so important for Sacramento to set the tone for the second half. To let T2 know, like, no, you guys, you're not coming back in this game, guys. I'm not going to let it happen. Take the win, take the momentum out of their sails.
Sacramento with their first touch of the second half. Ball thrown at midfield. Taken away by the T2. Lewis gets it to Jadama. Horde in the mix. He's able to knock it off a Timber defender. So the second half underway here. And a reminder, don't miss Hispanic Heritage Night at Papa Murphy's Park on Wednesday, October 3rd. Get the $30 Fiesta ticket that includes early entry into the match, a $10 Chando's food voucher, and exclusive meet and greet with Renee Infante and more. Visit SacRepublicFC.com/Hispanic Heritage for tickets and information. So the Timbers working their way on the side of the Tower Bridge Battalion here in the second half. The ball contested by Tainter, headed by Portland, and now just simply kicked out of bounds by Clemente.
It's just got to be a shorter swing there from Tainter. It's just big windup, put the ball, short swing, just dump it up over the back four and clear the line. Now you got T2 right back down your throats again.
Near side with it is Farfan. Knocked out of bounds, he'll throw it in. Was looking to get it into the box, now drops it off, gets it back. Works it into the box, but nobody home. Now the Republic with it and a chance to break out, but a poor pass taken away. Partain with a second opportunity gets control of it.
Yeah, Sac's got to keep that ball coming out. Another step right there, great step.
Takeaway now, a good opportunity for the Timbers in the box. Partain comes back, open with it is Portland. Still dancing, bringing it near side. Portland in the box and a diving save by Cohen. Oh man, what a terrific save by Josh Cohen. And right off the right foot of Barnby. Cohen with the save of the night.
One of the go-go gadget arms by Josh Cohen. Just looks like his arms are dragging on the ground. A great save, getting down to his left.
Almost like rubber bands. He can just extend out there.
And he holds on to the ball even better.
That was a terrific opportunity by Barnby. Now need a great takeaway by the captain.
It's unlucky right there. I think it's a foul. Jeremy Hall coming in from behind. Sacramento, I mean, you got Portland on their front studs right now. Sacramento's got to figure out a way to move the ball quicker. Looks like they're a bit lethargic, feeling good about themselves, how well they played in the first half, but he's still, you got to keep going. Stagnation's the worst.
Yep, you got to keep the momentum up. And that's been a challenge for Sacramento. It's a little perplexing, especially with some of the home matches. As a dangerous header attempt, as Aliman is still down, shaken up.
Definitely see, though, I think this first 5 minutes, Portland's got a little more bite in them, more pep in their step.
Yep, they know a lot on the line tonight.
Springing their legs right now. This is where you need Sacramento to match that energy or take the sting out of this game.
And Portland pretty much figures if they lose tonight, most likely they're going to be on the road to start the playoffs. Both teams already have secured a spot in the 8-team Western Conference playoffs. Clementa gives it off the Horde. Or the UC Irvine product. Gets it down the line. What a nifty move by Aliman. He's okay after going down a moment ago. Now on the attack into the box. Works towards the line. And the crosser blocked out of bounds. That'll be a corner, the first one of the night for the Republic.
Yeah, great piece of skill right there from Aliman, I mean, even better defending from Madu Jadama. Does a great job. It looks like Aliman finds some separation, but then the athleticism of Jadama is able to track back and block the service from Aliman. But a great piece of skill, cheeky little move, letting the ball run through his legs, loops around and gets on the end of it.
So Partain will throw this one into the box. A bender, header popped up. Owasa got a good piece of it, but it's kicked out.
It's a great ball in the box by Partain, and a terrible effort right there from Aliman.
Here comes Portland on a counter at 2-on-3, and a nice defensive play by Gomez.
So speaking of MVPs, by the way, I mean, Gomez, once again, is saving things in the back. Another guy that could be in the conversation, in my opinion. Just how steady he's played all season.
He's a guy that can play the entire length of the field. You talked about the versatility.
He can play the right, can play on the left side. Been a guy that just, he never says a word, it seems like, and just goes out there and works hard every night. And I love that sort of attitude.
Horde with it. Circles back. Gives it up to Clemente, who's come up on the attack. He throws it into the box.
Great ball.
BGF controls. Looking to create some space. Puts the right footer on. It's deflected, and it goes over the line, and it'll be another corner kick for Sacramento.
Once again, BGF, once he gets you one-on-one, he does this little drag and step over. You see it time and time again, but it sets himself up so well often to either service in the box or have a strike. We saw it right there again.
So Partain will get another opportunity to get one on line.
Look for your big boys, look for your tainters. Pushing and shoving with the goalkeeper. Mariasic.
Michael Radchuk trying to break things up a little bit before allowing Partain to attempt the corner. 53rd minute here. Sacramento leading Portland 1-0. Partain bends it away from the goal, across the line, and headed out. Controlled at midfield by the captain, Jeremy Hall. Lobs it back in. Now things controlled at the moment by Portland, but here's Partain with it, gives the Horde. Keeps it in bounds. Sacramento with the control. It was a slow initial start for Sacramento to this half, but they have picked it up.
Yeah, you gotta weather that first initial wave of pressure. You got these guys, opponent T2 coming out probably. How's that ball get through? Good decision, Emra.
Far side, Gomez into the box. Mariasic picks it up. Blasted with the right foot, deflected a couple of times. Now Partain. Sacramento keeping up the heat. But the touch a little too strong, but it will be tracked down.
Shannon Gomez does such a good job, man. Those are the little moments in the play. Doesn't go down the scorebook at all, but it's a great job getting that ball back.
Is he the fastest guy in the Sacramento field?
I mean, his first 5 steps are unbelievably quick.
Aliman working his way down the sideline. Tripped up, ball out of bounds, and there will be a whistle. That'll be a foul.
That's a bit unlucky. Farfan does a good job, I think, defending.
So that'll set up a interesting set piece for the Republic.
Look at this right now. Farfan does a good job, tracks back shoulder to shoulder. This little stab right there.
That's where he got in trouble.
Bit of a dive in right there, diving in. Farfan, if he works his feet a little better, I think it's probably he'll be fine. It's easy to say from up here, not on the pitch when you're making a 60-yard run.
Game always looks easier up here, doesn't it? For somebody who
super easy game, you know?
And you know that.
Yeah.
Mariasic will try on this set piece.
Beat that clear that first man. Bad set piece. Hayden Partain's hit two really good corner kicks back-to-back. Not sure why he's not on the ball.
There'll be a throw in for Sacramento. Sacramento's possessed the last few minutes here. Aliman triple team, gives off the Horde. Gets it back.
Ball movement's your friend. Gotta move the ball quickly.
Got a bad touch by Clemente, and it's taken away by Portland. Sacramento, it's interesting. You look at the goals conceded. They have the least amount of goals given up by any team in the Western Conference, just 30 goals, Kevin. And it just talks about the quality of Cohen, but obviously everybody on the defensive side.
Look at that effort by Kamawasa. Just gets absolutely lashed. But yeah, going back to your point, I think it goes back to your back four and how well the back four is played. And also, obviously, Josh Cohen. We saw 2 wonderful saves here tonight. And those seem to be par for the course for him. So that goals against average is nothing to mess with. It's the real deal. And this is where if you can button up some, some holes here and there and tighten it up just a little bit, you go into the playoffs and you don't concede goals and you're good on set pieces, you're dangerous.
His goals against average 1.03.
Another thing about him, he doesn't make mistakes. Cohen doesn't. I don't see him rarely make any sort of mistakes and no big gaffes.
Ball dumped in by Aliman on the set piece. Headed a couple of times and kicked out. Portland controls, so another wasted opportunity. And now Portland countering. They've got numbers, but
Arboleda.
You got to bring the ball with you.
Arboleda, unlucky. Great job, Partain.
And that's a frustration foul on Arboleda right there.
Looks like he's stepping and kicking. Partain might be milking it a little bit.
Tater comes up. A little verbal exchange. Michael Radchuk. Again, did he bring his yellow card with him tonight? Because we just haven't seen anything.
There you go. There's something right here. There's a conversation with Arboleda.
As he brings Arboleda over to talk with him. So we get a good look at what happened. Arboleda couldn't control the ball, and then he bumps into Partain.
Drags his right foot a little bit. I don't know if he makes much contact with Partain. If he does, it's not much.
It will be Sacramento ball in the 58th minute here. Sacramento with the 1-0 lead. The Republic FC have advanced to the USL playoffs for a 5th consecutive season, so 5 years in the league, 5 times in the playoffs, trying to do what they did back in 2014 when they won the USL championship. Spin move and a takedown on Bijev.
Here's their first card. Here you go, Scott.
All right, we've been waiting for it, and there it goes. Yep.
It's Nathan Smith. Nathan, he's caught dealing with with Bijev over there on that left side. Bijev's just a little bit too cheeky, a little bit too quick. And you start to see these heavy legs come into play here in the 60 minutes. And take a look at this. This is just Bijev. Look at his skill and quality. He's got Nathan Smith all over him. Bijev's holding the ball. There's a nice little cut. Big touch right here. And Nathan Smith sizes him up, thinks he's got it. And that little quick touch with his toe by Bijev draws that foul and ultimately a caution. And also a really good opportunity here for Sacramento. Once again, it looks like you got Bijev as well as Matiasic over the ball. There's that Partain.
Almost the same spot as it was on the other side of the field when they had the set piece.
So now this is Partain, a little in-swinger right here. This is the right person over this ball.
Partain into the box, a low line drive, easily headed out there, so not his best effort.
No, once again, you have to miss that first guy. You cannot be short, if anything, be long.
Sacramento does control, header on line, but easily picked up by McIntosh. So Sacramento's had some chances, but the execution has been very good on the offensive side, at least in terms of finishing things. Portland had one great opportunity by Barnby. It was a great save by Josh Cohen. Stopped the equalizer.
Look at the pace. Arbaleda's blazing fast speed, but it's matched right there.
Shannon Gomez again.
That's what's so. That play, the fact that Shannon Gomez the fact that Shannon Gomez is able to keep, step for step with a guy like Victor Arboleda, who's just got blazing pace, and it saves the Republic from a ball getting whipped in the box or something even worse. But those are the plays that Shannon Gomez just does routinely. So got some substitutions coming in. Yep. Matiasic coming out for Christian Isley. Interesting decision here by Simon Elliott to see what's going on. Maybe he's not thrilled with Matiasic's combination and combining with the front three. Either way, decent shift, in my opinion, for Mariasic. Not his best, not his worst. And let's see what Isley can come in here and do today. And also substitution by Portland.
Yes, checking in will be Renzo. Zambrano's in the game, so no, it's 80 who's coming in for Portland. That's Augustine Williams, who will check in for Marvin Loria. So Loria out. Williams a forward coming in as Portland needs offense.
This guy looks like another thoroughbred coming up top. But yeah, definitely Cam Knowles has got to figure out a way to get a goal.
Ball thrown into the 18. Headed out. It was last touched by the Timbers. Oh, maybe not.
Real, like why would he let the ball go out? It's just.
Yeah, not a good play by Elliott Horde.
Well, no, these referees think they're smarter than everybody. It drives me crazy. Like, why would I let the ball go out? Can clearly get to it.
So it'll be a throw-in for the Timbers. Ball touched back. Thrown up top now. With it, Lewis.
Should be interesting to see what Sacramento does tactically here.
Does Pay towards the box, and we'll have a foul right on the line. And it's going to go against the 2-2.
Just a late challenge. Kind of got Clementa going up, very vulnerable in that position.
We've seen a lot of contact up top here in the last few moments.
Another look right here. It's a direct ball. Emmer's got it covered all day. Just a little bit of undercut.
And that was by Williams, who just checked into the game.
Welcome to the game. But tactically for Sacramento with the substitution with Isley coming in, it looks like Isley's going to come up to that point position and Kamalasa's going to drop underneath. You know, taking that position, that withdrawn striker that Mariasic typically plays.
Cohen lets it fly. Ball headed back towards midfield. And a foul against the Republic.
It's a soft shove right there, Williams.
So Michael Radchuk, a little whistle happy in the last few moments.
Better keep control of this.
He knows two Western Conference rivals here in the second half of a key game in the USL.
It's a good chance right there for Bichette.
Portland trying to get something going. They need an equalizer. They got a good chance here.
There's that gap I'm talking about. You got Barnby sliding right in there.
Touched just a little too quick, and now Sacramento will look to counter. Aliman with it challenged, takes the man down, and that will be a clear foul on Aliman.
Slow it down, maybe have a conversation with Aliman. That's not a bad foul. Sacramento's got to get organized right now. It's getting a bit sloppy.
So it'll be a free kick at midfield for Portland. We're now in the 64th minute of play. Sacramento continuing to lead 1-0. They jumped out to a quick 1-0 lead with the Awasa header in the 6th moment of the game. Long pass taken away by Sacramento. We have another injured player on the field.
This is, I mean, this is, I don't know how this isn't a foul. It looks kind of somewhat serious here. He's got
traders coming out maybe for Shannon Gomez.
Maybe collided heads.
There's been a lot of head-to-head contact here.
I hope he's not holding his knee. Take a look here. Both going up. Not sure what.
It's hard to tell.
It looks like a pretty clean fall. But one way or another, this would be devastating for Sacramento if you lose Shannon Gomez at this point in the season.
Yep. He is one guy you need healthy going into the playoffs, for sure. So everybody's attention focused on the Republic's defender as he's making his way back up. slowly, but that's a great sign.
Yeah, it looks like it's good.
Everybody breathing a sigh of relief. Shannon Gomez will stay in the game. Sacramento just 2 home matches after tonight. They will take on Swope Park on Wednesday, followed by the Las Vegas Lights on the 13th, the LA Galaxy 2 in between next Saturday night in Los Angeles. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2019. Place your deposit for the 2019 season ticket membership for just $50 per ticket and get priority to purchase your membership before they go on sale to the public. Go to sacrepublicfc.com/season tickets for information. Cohen pops it up. Headed further by Sacramento. Portland now trying to get something down the line, but header by Smith won't stay in bounds. Another sellout crowd here at Papa Murphy's Park tonight. The 32nd consecutive sellout, Kevin.
Great atmosphere here tonight as well. Great fall nights here in Sacramento.
You hear the Tower Bridge Battalion doing their thing. As Portland with it.
Good skill right there.
A little give and go. Farfan can't control. Lewis is there. His pass broken up by Awasa. And Cohen will control.
This is where I really think Jeremy Hall and Hayden Partain have got to be rock steady here the last 20, 25 minutes. What I mean by that, they have to stay put and be cautious, especially if you're going forward. To hold one back at least, they got to be those anchors right in front of the back four. You know, break any counterattack that Portland T2 tries to throw at you, and make sure you keep the ball when you do have it. I think if you do those things, if Hayden Partain and Jeremy Hall can do that, I think Sacramento's going to get out of here with at least not conceding.
Wasa's pass almost taken away. Bijev has it now. He curls. Throws it back to Hall. Hall kicks it over to Aliman. Isolated individually. Gives back to Horde now. They'll give and go back to Aliman. Aliman will cut in, trying to get some space. Does with the left footer. Puts it on line. Skipped up by McIntosh. Ball is loose, but kicked out by the Timbers.
It's a great job by Nathan Smith, by the way. Pushing Cam Awasa, give him a little shoulder and not letting Cam get a free run at this, as Cam is just running. Has Nathan Smith beat as that ball's deflected by McIntosh as he can't hold it. A great job by Aliman.
Got space, put the left footer on line. It was such a well-struck ball that McIntosh couldn't come up with it cleanly, and then it was a free-for-all there. Portland absolutely diverting disaster right there, because they go down 2, and it's pretty tough trucking at that point for the Timbers. Far side with it. Right footer over the crossbar by Bijev.
Yeah, can't fault Bijev once again coming in. This is inverted wingers the Sacramento has once again, rather than going to the end line and get a service in. But let's get another look at this right here. Like a great opportunity to play Elliot Horde in, but does an even better job of making people miss. And that little screen, a little box out by Nathan Smith saves his team. Here's a great look at this. Good job by Isley, and even better look at the athleticism.
That's
McIntosh.
like a hockey shot right there, where Isley just let the ball go
Exactly.
underneath.
I mean, there's a thought maybe you get a little touch on it, redirect it, screen the goalkeeper maybe a little bit, make it go through your legs. Either way, it's going through traffic. It's going to be difficult for the goalkeeper to either see or make a decision on how he's going to play it.
Portland now with numbers tried to throw it into the box, broken up nicely by Mitchell Teague. It just seems like the defense for the Republicans had every answer tonight.
Absolutely. Anything that T2 is thrown at him, Sacramento is definitely able to answer that call, frustrate Portland.
Bijev with it. Sacramento looking for that decisive second goal here as we move into the 71st minute. A give and go, and Bijev.
That's where Isley's got to be more patient with that. You know, that run is on. It's got to be weighted perfectly. You got to have the ball under your feet. Just being a little bit impatient, in my opinion.
So looking at some of the other USL scores, the Real Monarchs lose again tonight.
What is going on there?
2-0 to the Switchbacks in Colorado.
Talk
Phoenix,
about just an absolute
implosion.
Yeah,
it's remarkable. I don't think anybody knows an explanation for what's happened to them. They were a runaway to be the top seed in the Western Conference. Now they've slipped to third, and with the Sacramento win tonight, they fall to fourth place. So they are leaking a lot of oil right now and could fall out of hosting a first-round home match. Phoenix Rising and St. Louis in action. They are scoreless in the 63rd minute. Reno beat Tulsa tonight 2-0. Timbers on the attack, and they throw it in, but again, a lack of patience you talked about.
No, that's Arboleda. Arbolade's got taken too many touches on. He's got a great opportunity to find Langsdorf, and Langsdorf's asking for the ball at his feet. And Arboleda can't connect with his partner striker. And by the way, that's probably the first time we've mentioned Langsdorf's name in about 45 minutes, Scott.
He's been quiet.
Yeah, absolutely neutralized by Sacramento's back four. We talk about what they've done. They've been able to answer everything that T2's thrown at them, and also have made their striker, their thoroughbred, non-existent here for the last 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, he was the dangerous man coming into the game with the 14 goals, tied with Awasa, but Cameron obviously surpassing him with his 15th goal earlier in the contest.
Great job by Alemán. Great effort there.
And awarded with the foul, so Sacramento will kick from midfield. 73rd minute now. Both teams have only substituted once. We'll see if we have some more substitutes coming in here in the next few moments.
If you're Portland, there's got to be probably more changes on Cam Knoll's mind than Simon Elliott's right now.
Ball's crossing past.
That ball had movement on it. It had a lot of movement on it.
Portland racing down the field, throwing it at 20 yards from where it was actually.
How does everyone in the stands see this and hear it? And yet the referee doesn't. We got a challenge here.
And a yellow card. If that's on Michael Smith, he's been disqualified.
Yeah, that's a second.
He's out of the game.
Yep.
So Portland will play a man down and a goal down for the remaining 16+ minutes of the contest.
You know, take this, you know, Mitchell Tanner kind of accentuating this out of it. It's still a dangerous play by Nathan Smith here. Late, puts his shoulder in into an exposed or a vulnerable player. So take all the embellishment out of it. It's still, in my opinion, a yellow card and the right call. It's a long walk to that locker room, Scott.
Yes, it is.
I've taken it many a times. It's not fun. Let's sing a song as he's walking away.
But when you make the walk to the locker room here, you get a hero's welcome here at Papa Murphy's Park. Smith will not.
He will not.
They still attend to Clemente, I believe, who is down for the
Tanner.
It's
Tanner's
Tanner?
down.
Tanner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully it's nothing serious.
It is Tanner, you're correct, and he does appear to be okay.
So he's holding that lower back.
Yeah. Time on the side of the Republic right now, up 1-0, and they will be playing a man up for the remainder of the match.
So we'll see most likely what Portland's going to do right now. T2, what they're going to do is they're going to be probably going 3 in the back. And simply leaving Nathan Smith's position strikers, midfielders are going to say the same most likely and just go to 3 in the back. So not much tactically that's going to change beyond the back 3 for T2.
At some point, they just have to say, Kendall McIntosh, you're going to have to save everything because we've got to move up anyways, right?
Absolutely.
Cohen kicks it away. Sacramento in a great position to get 3 points here tonight. As Bijev works it far side. Doesn't take it away. Fight in the corner, it's out of bounds, and it was last touched by Bijev. So playing up a man now, late stages, you're up a goal. If you're Simon Elliott, are you pretty much in a prevent situation now?
No, in my opinion, as soon as you start playing defensive, you start to expose gaps. It's easy to think this, by the way, Scott.
Yep.
So it's easy to kind of, you know, rest in your laurels, or not rest in your laurels, but rest and think, well, you know, we got a man up or a goal up. Portland's they're struggling right now. They're going to have to work extra hard. Therefore, I don't have to work that hard. In my opinion, this is a conversation that everyone's had, like, okay, we're up a man. Don't stop doing what we're doing. Keep doing the simple things. Do them right. It's so easy to start to think defensively, and all of a sudden you're your back heels for the next 20 minutes. With Portland knocking on your door, it's bound to at least give themselves a half chance or two and potentially could sneak one in.
Timbers with it. Just outside the box, they chip it in. It's headed out by Tainter. Tracked down by Williams. They'll put it on line. A one bouncer is left of the post, and it'll be a goal kick for Josh Cohen. Cohen's really had one great save in this game and hasn't been challenged much otherwise.
Yeah, one in the first half, did a good job of holding on the ball, but the one in the second half was pretty special.
Brilliant save.
You just see him get down to his left. That looked like, you know, how is that a foul on Isley?
I think that's exactly what Isley asked the referee.
What are you supposed to do as a striker? I mean, you got the defenders all over your backside.
Timbers almost in desperation mode now in the 78th minute. Sacramento's getting ready to make their second substitution of the ball game. Wilson Nishaw is getting ready to check in. He'll check in for Kevin Olimon. What's Simon's thoughts on that?
Probably some fresh legs. You know, my opinion, I think you want to, ideally you bring somebody in that's more possession oriented than what Nishaw is. Nishaw's really, let's push him off. You know, Wilson's, you know, is a pacey striker, likes to get in behind defenses. Want to see Nishaw come and be effective, be energetic, but also when you have a chance to keep the ball, you've got to keep the ball. But really, I think the big thing that he's going to come out here, the reason he's out here is fresh legs, can kind of run things down, put some pressure on Portland, and hopefully get himself in behind that back four at one point, or the back three at this point now.
Olimon very effective tonight.
Great match tonight for him.
Ball in the box, headed out. Portland still controls. Lewis gives it off, gets it back now. Trying to center it. Does so over the far fan. Portland just having a hard time getting good chances inside the 18 as that pass deflected out of bounds. It will give them a corner kick.
But this is, I'm starting to see it a little bit, Scott. You got guys kind of on their heels defensively rather than step into the ball. Because you think, like, hey, you know, we're a man up. I'm going to sit back. You come to me. I'm not going to exert any energy to go out and put your head down. Things should not change mentally for Sacramento. Keep doing what you're doing and what you've had success so far with in this half.
Ball bended away from the goal, headed outside the 18.
Looks like a collision here head to head.
Yep. We've seen that so many times here in the second half. Both men still down.
this right here.
As both teams' trainers come out.
Yeah, this is one of those, like, immediately you know what's going on, and hopefully there's no, it's tough. Wilson Nishaw's not seeing what he's doing. It looks like he's got a Farfan along with him. Farfan's not even really going after that ball. Not trying to go after Nishaw either, just unlucky.
I think we're going to have significantly more stoppage time in the second half than we did in the first.
I would agree.
It appears as if both players are okay. Nishaw is at Farfan in a catcher's position, being attended to. '81st minute out here at Papa Murphy's Park. As again, the Republic looking to get 3 points tonight and give themselves an even better opportunity to move or stay in the top 4, which would give them a chance to host a first-round playoff game. So critical to have home field advantage in the playoffs. They could get up to the 3-2 position.
I mean, honestly, it's wild. Look at what Salt Lake is happening over there.
Orange County leading things right now, but not an insurmountable challenge.
I think alternatively, too, you could probably end up in the 6th position pretty easy, too, if you don't play well.
That's a great point, because Swope Park comes in. They are in 6th, and currently right now they're 3 points behind.
Yeah, you get a 6-point swing on these things.
Another substitution for the Timbers as coming into the contest. Lamar Batista checking out is Farfan, so his night's over, and he might be in concussion protocol after that. They had the look at looking at his eyes and all that.
All that stuff. Yeah, I imagine Nishaw's not, but I think Farfan's got a lot of potential. There's no reason to mess around with any sort of concussion issue.
Another foul. Another man down, and here we go. A caution.
Zambrano.
On Zambrano.
Not sure where I think most likely, you know, Zambrano's studs were exposed, and anytime you do that, it's a dangerous play. Sacramento's doing a great job of killing this clock, I'll tell you that, Scott.
Sure.
Let's take a look at this. Hopefully, once again, injuries are going to be really important for Sacramento to stay away from those.
Boy, pretty seal out there.
Exactly, kind of agree with you. Wasn't too dangerous, wasn't too high, didn't show too much at the bottom of his boot.
That might have been more of a reaction to what happened with Nishaw and Farfan.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, Sacramento will get the free kick, and we're going to have another substitution shortly for the Republic.
It's a great ball right there.
On the attack, Nishaw. He'll have it taken away. It's kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Sacramento, as Cole Seiler is going to come in for the Republic. Hayden Partain will check out.
Interesting decision right here.
How so?
You know, why mess with your back four, bringing in a defender, unless you're, you know, there's someone that needs to come out injury-wise or looks tired, but I wouldn't mess with your back four whatsoever at this point in time. They put in, you know, 84 minutes of only really allowing 2 shots, or 2, you know, half chances.
Bijev works into the middle for Partain. Give and go. Bijev at the box. Kick back out. Awasa trying to find space, loses control of it.
There it is again. Good patience by Sacramento on top of the box, just unlucky.
Now Portland controls, looking to counter here. Pass thrown over in the area.
Well done by Horde.
Of Arboleta, but Sacramento breaking it up, and now a push foul against Horde, and finally a whistle.
I don't know if he's given the foul.
Yep, Augustine Williams there. And what's the call?
Making their third change.
Looks like there's definitely 2 arms in the back of Elliot Horde.
Thought it was a clear foul.
Let's take a look. So this is Hayden Partain coming out. You know, so I think this is the one place that I think Simon thinks that maybe, you know, put in a center back, a center half in there, go in there, win any aerial ball, win any challenge, and be the anchor. So it is a bit of a defensive substitution.
Sacramento has 2 substitutions left if they want to use them. Portland controlling at midfield. Batista trying to get it to Lewis. Nicely broken up by Awasa. Here comes the Republic now on a 4-on-4. Awasa tried to chip it ahead for Bijev. It's taken away.
It's unlucky. Got to keep the ball, though.
And now a counter. Arboleda just fell down.
I hope he's okay there.
Yeah.
Looked like his knee, maybe.
Yeah, he's slow to get up, and it looked comical, honestly, when we first saw it, but you know as a player that was not because he just lost his foot.
Those non-contact injuries, you know?
Yeah, he's still down, trying to get his way back up. And now he's just going to lay down. And you hate to see that.
Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Trainer's going to work with him. It's right by the Timbers sideline. You just hope, yeah, his knee didn't give way.
I'll tell you, they're looking at his right knee right now, checking that ACL, MCL stuff, the ligaments.
Just backstep. He was backpedaling, lost his footing.
I mean, a lot of stuff could have gone wrong right there. When it happened, I don't know. It was a very long fall, though.
Sure was. Multiple steps.
Multiple.
So we're in the 87th minute now, as we're going to have our 3rd Portland substitution of the contest. That's coming in will be Harold Hansen for the Timbers, and he'll replace Arboleda. So right now, Cameron Knowles has got to roll the dice. He's just got to throw everything out there that he can and try to get a point out of this. As Timbers are down 2 men right now.
Great step. Now keep the ball.
Bijev working between 2 defenders, gets by a 3rd, has the left footer on, it's just blocked out by McIntosh. That could have been the goal of the year as Bijev sliced his way through 3 defenders. And a nice block by McIntosh.
So shifty Bijev is. How unlucky, too. It looks like McIntosh goes down to his left and it still misses that near post off a deflection. But look at this effort by Bijev here in the 80-some-odd minute. Fight, and then find some wickets. Great little step. So unlucky not to find the back of the net. Bijev right there.
Yeah, McIntosh just somehow got his right hand on it. Now the corner kick, a low line drive. Awasa had it. Maybe a handball. Crowd wanted it. Not called. And now here come the Timbers, and they have a little bit of room at midfield.
So we need a professional foul, slow things down.
Hansen, who's just come in, circles towards the middle.
It's well done by Jeremy.
And now here comes Sacramento the other way. Everybody was up for the Timbers. Can Sacramento take advantage of it? Bijev, a little bit of a quick trigger, and McIntosh is there.
End to end. This is not what you want if you're Sacramento. You gotta keep possession and keep compact and get your shoulders in behind the ball.
Yep, you don't want fast break soccer at this point. As Arboleda is walking along the sideline, working on that left leg. So we're told there's going to be a lot of stoppage time. As Batista gets between 2 defenders, he's into the box with it, but broken up by Clemente.
Great effort.
Batista still trying to get it into the box, does so, but right towards Josh Cohen as we have another injured Republic player down.
Pop up, Elliott, you're doing good. There you go. Elliott's up, back up, a little bit shaken on that challenge.
So we're in the 90th minute now. We're being told that there could be as much as 6 minutes of stoppage time. Bijev challenging far side, can't get it. Timbers running out of chances as the 6-minute sign is put up on the clock. And that's what Sacramento will have to stop here in order to get 3 points. Into the box with it, though. The Timbers and a left-hand turnaround shot well over the crossbar, but that was too dangerous.
Yeah, too dangerous. Too much time to give T2 someone in the box. Lucky for Sacramento.
And for the Timbers, that was Jadama who had that turnaround look. These extra minutes of stoppage time are brought to you by Rayleigh's Something Extra Rewards program. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today at Rayleighs.com. Josh Cohen will just kick it as far as he can.
Isley, well done.
Nisha now with it. Outside the 18. His pass deflected, but that will set up a corner kick for the Republic.
I tell you what, it's another great job by Cam Iwasa. Cam creates that chance. It's a great run, a little 30-yard run right down the face, the gut, if you will, right up the middle. Allows Wilson Nisha to have an outlet or an option. Should kill off another 45 seconds here if Sacramento does this well enough. But look, I mean, look at Portland. Portland's leaving 3 guys up top. So this is where Sacramento, they got 5 guys left in the back. Possessions, what you need right now. You don't need to serve the ball in the box is what they've done.
Horde with it. Gives back to Iwasa. Almost keep away time now for the Republic.
The ball's your friend, Scott. You don't want Portland to get the ball because Portland can't score when you have the ball.
But there is a takeaway.
It's a great effort defensively.
Batista, but he kicked it out of bounds.
Totally fine. Take your time. Take another 30 seconds. It's always funny. So you're chasing a game. Stoppages and set pieces absolutely kill you when you're chasing a game.
Horde gets it in to Iwasa, back to Horde. Elliott spins.
Smart play as well.
Now Nisha.
Go get a throw in, Nisha. Well done.
Yep, just deflected it off the defender. Takes more valuable time off the stoppage clock here. Again, Portland playing with just 10 men. As Smith got thrown out for 2 yellow cards. Hall has it. Chips it into the box.
Smart.
Header left side. Bijev, the left footer, just missed the near post.
I want to see Simon's reaction. Should your guy be shooting here in the 94th minute? I tell you what, doesn't miss by much, but now you got to get back. It's a great job by Isley, in my opinion. Just that little flick. Get another look right here. Just lets it go. Slight touch, and Bijev puts his laces through the back of the ball. Here we are, though.
Portland with space, but
Good
a poor
tackle.
pass. And a great tackle. But Batista gets it left side. Crosses it through. And the ball goes out of bounds. So again, more time will come off the clock.
I tell you what, too, right now. Once again, Langsdorff. I don't know if he's touched the ball in the second half.
He's been the silent man out there.
Absolutely disappeared.
14 goals coming into the game, but the Republic have done a great job against him.
Absolutely neutralizing tonight, which is just a tough task to do, and they did a great job so far.
McIntosh now moving up and just getting it as far up the field as he can. Portland in total desperation now as there's roughly 2 minutes left to go in the contest. And they got to find a way to put one in the net, down a man. And a yellow card coming out. That was a dangerous play.
That's just Cole Seiler. I mean, can't give away a set piece in that position of the field, especially at this point in the game.
First yellow card of the night against Sacramento. It comes in stoppage time.
Super dangerous position, Scott.
Yep. Exactly what you did not want if you're the Republic. This ball about 25 yards out. There'll be a fight inside the 18 now. Everybody up for the Timbers. Their goalie at midfield.
Yeah, you got Simon Yelis at the top of the box, wide open. Zambrano right now. Somebody's got to step.
Michael Radchuk trying to keep things in line. Tough chore at this point. Ball bended into the box, still there. Kick, and it's well over the crossbar.
Sigh of relief now.
Yeah, as Andre Lewis just couldn't get anything on it. That might have been their last best chance of the game.
I mean, that was a very dangerous position for a set piece. Still probably got about 30, maybe a little bit more than 30 seconds left. See how well Sacramento can kill this game out.
Sacramento looking to go 4 points ahead of Portland, trying to get their 16th win of the year. They're oh so close now. Might be the last opportunity for the Timbers here as they chip it in, and it's kicked back to midfield by Tater. Lewis now gives on the angle. Ball just thrown into the box. Headed out. Boy, and Langsdorff was there, but he could not get the right foot on it.
Take it in the corner. That's
and
a red card.
Isley just tripped up.
That's a red. That's got to be red. There's no way that's a yellow. There's no way that's a yellow. No way you can't point at him. No way.
And it will be a yellow.
They're pointing at Zambrano, saying Zambrano was behind him.
That was a clear breakaway.
I mean, ultimately, this should be the end of the game, but still decision-making here, referee.
Yellow card's been issued in the 90th minute.
Great job by Isley. This pays just, I mean, there's
nobody
last man.
behind.
I mean, Zambrano's 10 steps in front of him.
Yep, that should have been a red card.
Ultimately, blow your whistle now.
It should not matter as we are past what the original stoppage time was, and the 3 whistles blow, and the Sacramento Republic will get the win here at Papa Murphy's Park. A big win for Sacramento tonight as they bolster their chances to get a first-round home playoff match here at Papa Murphy's Park.
Yeah, absolutely great win. Phenomenal game and really fun one to watch, Scott.
Yep. Simon Elliott shaking hands with Cameron Knowles as the Republic win 1-0 here at Papa Murphy's Park. We'll come back with the postgame next on My 58.
I got scar tissue there. Same thing with any dent or dings on this truck. They all got a story about what happened to them.
It was raining. There was only one way out. I could feel the barbed wire was just digging into the paint.
2 bulls were fighting. Bam, hit the truck. Try explaining that to your insurance company.
Another ding, another scratch. It'll just be another chapter in the story.
Every scar tells a story, and you can tell a lot more stories when your truck is a Chevy Silverado, the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake an XL NY pizza topped with giant pepperoni and ground sausage on an extra large foldable New York style crust. Just $8. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
At U.S. Bank, we believe one small change can echo throughout an entire community. That's why we proudly support, invest, and volunteer in communities like yours. Because the changes we make today
Can you hear me?
shape the possibilities of tomorrow. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Hey, it's Vince Bloom inviting you to the block party at the Lasher Used Car Super Center. It's the Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Starting at Lasher's Oak Grove Dodge and going all the way around the block to Lasher's Oak Grove Volkswagen, we've got over 250 vehicles on the chopping block. Come on, block off some time and go to LasherAuto.com and search for cars as low as $77.77.
The right car, right now.
And save during the block party at the Lasher's Used Car Super Center. Over 3,000 new and used cars are available at LasherAuto.com. The Used Car Auto Mall inside the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
USL and
everybody happy here at Papa Murphy's Park as the Republic take a big step towards hosting a first-round home playoff game, a victory over their Western Conference rival, the Portland Timbers, 1-0. Scott Marsh, Kevin Goldthwait with you. And certainly, Kevin, a big barometer for Sacramento tonight, getting the 1-0 win as we're going to look through the final highlights of this game brought to you by NorCal Honda.
Yeah, here's a good look at this. You know, Sacramento came out on their front studs early in this game. You see a couple chances right now. This is Hayden Partain early, testing McIntosh. Great first touch, just misses that far post. But a great effort, a great way to start, kind of set the tone, I think, for this entire evening right here with Hayden Partain. A good touch and a good strike. Yeah, they got off to a quick start, and that would prove pivotal in this contest, obviously, with what happened. And look at this run. Look at Camawas's run. Look where that started. It started 20, 30 yards outside the box, and he gets rewarded for it. I love it. This is a great piece of skill by Cam. Just nods it down in the far post. And this next look right here, you're going to see McIntosh had no chance as this thing just sneaks into that far post. Yeah, what a brilliant pass by Elliott Ford as well. And this is one of the best saves of the game. McIntosh, once again, overlapping run on that right side. Ali Monster's a good ball, and then a great little piece of skill getting around Nathan Smith. Bijev and just can't find the back of the net. Josh Cohen would have a great save in the second half, much like that, as the Timbers maybe their first look here. And there it is by Josh Cohen. What a brilliant save. Yeah, look, he's got, once again, he's got Arboleda crashing right in front of him and is able to, you know, we talked to Inspector Gadget arms right here and pulls on with the right arm. He's able to slow things down. Yeah, Barmby almost with the equalizer there for the Timbers, but after that it was pretty much all Sacramento. Yeah, you got a slip right there and then a good strike by Aliman and a great save and a great job by Nathan Smith kind of boxing out Cam Wassas. Cam's doing a wonderful job as a striker, crashing that far post. Almost was able to slip his way in there, not quite. Here's a great look right here. Looks like he's falling, looks like he's out of it. Oh, I'm gonna find some wickets. I'm gonna have a strike. And a pretty good save by McIntosh. This is one of those, you get the defender sleeping a little bit, dive in, put it between your legs. I don't know how that ball doesn't find the back of the net. Looked like McIntosh able to just deflect it at the very last second possible. All right, here are the final match stats presented by Sacramento State University. And you can see the shots on goal favoring the Republic. And that was really the difference in this one tonight. I tell you what, a pretty good match. I think Sacramento had the majority of the real chances. You had a red card here, so Portland was playing down a man for about 30 minutes or so, but still I think Sacramento, fun one to watch tonight, Scott. Sacramento had the majority of the play. I think they get rewarded for their good play, get 3 points, and at a great point in the season to get 3 points against a team that's directly below you in the table. All right, now we take a look at the zoom image of the match. Take a look at this. Celebration mode right here. Yeah, Wassa goal, you gotta like that. Yeah, that's a good feeling always, looking at the Tower Bridge Battalion. Giving a come on you guys. Exactly. So great job by Cam getting that goal. And obviously you score a goal, you win 1-0. You're Cam Wassa scoring 15 goals in a season, you're gonna get man of the match. No question, you're gonna get your Papa Murphy's man of the match. You're gonna get man of the match. Yeah, and he does. What a wonderful finish. A great game by Cam. What Cam did, I think, a great job. He did a great job scoring goal, obviously, but also his hold up play and his runs in the box. So he's improving still, which is kind of crazy to think. Yeah, they're peaking at the right time. All right, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule brought to you by Western Health Advantage. Yeah, a big one coming up here on Wednesday. Hopefully Sacramento can continue this run of form, but right now you got, you know, I think the team set. The team we saw today is probably the team that we're hopefully going to see for the next couple of weeks, maybe in a couple months, and hopefully start to continue to play well. Yeah, 4-1-1 in their last 6 games. Sacramento, it's all coming together at the right minute. As you can see, Mitchell Tainter signing some autographs for the fans. They certainly enjoyed this one tonight. As the Republic successful at home, the Republic winning this one tonight, 1-0 over the Portland Timbers here at Papa Murphy's Park. That's going to do it for our matchup, as the Republic win this one 1-0 tonight over the Portland Timbers. Another successful night for Sacramento. Another successful night, another great night here in Sacramento, great night at Papa Murphy's Park. We'll be back out here on Wednesday, and hopefully you can replicate this performance. We enjoyed bringing you this one tonight.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.